at the New Hampshire Attorney General's office. As you all read in today's press release, a juvenile was arrested and charged today under the juvenile laws of the state with 3 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of falsifying physical evidence in connection with the deaths of Cassandra Sweeney and her 2 children in Northfield, New Hampshire on August 3rd of 2022. Because these are juvenile charges, I will stress with you, the law precludes really any further information from being released, and in fact criminalizes, makes it a misdemeanor offense to release any additional information. So I'll take briefly some questions, but I hope you understand that my answers will be very limited.
Is he known to the family, any relation at all?
So that's something I wouldn't be able to comment on. What I can tell you is what we said last week is that we believe we'd identified all of the individuals involved, but I can't elaborate on it beyond that.
Can you speak about the charge of falsifying the evidence?
I can't provide any more details with respect to that charge, again, because it's a charge that's pending in the juvenile court.
What does this juvenile the searches of 93? What did you guys find or not find? Any weapon of any kind?
So I can't comment specifically on how that went in order to protect the integrity of the investigation, other than to say we appreciated the public's compliance with our request to let the investigators do their job with extensive searching on the highway on the weekend.
Can you talk about these being juvenile charges? Let's say this goes all the way to trial and whatnot. Does this stay private the whole time, all the information?
So to the extent that a juvenile delinquency petition, and again speaking generally here, to the extent that a juvenile delinquency petition is filed and charged in the family division of the circuit court, that would stay private the whole time until disposition. There is then, under the juvenile laws, some limited information that can be released by the court, and that's up to the court following the disposition of those charges.
Can you give us a specific age?
I cannot, no.
Any other suspects? Are you guys looking into anybody else who may be involved as well?
We don't anticipate any other charges coming. As I said, we believed last week that we had identified all the individuals involved.
And this case is obviously so tragic. Can you just speak to that and your reaction to all of this?
Sure. So, obviously, as we've said, the family is completely devastated, and rightly so, by this, an incredibly tragic set of circumstances. From our perspective, we have a job to do now with respect to these cases.
Can you tell us next steps procedurally? Where does it go from here?
So again, generally speaking, not with respect to this case specifically, because I can't speak to it, but I can tell you in the juvenile courts, the statutes under RSA Chapter 169B set forth sort of the next steps and timelines with respect to when a trial would have to be held or an adjudication would have to be held within the juvenile court for any pending juvenile matter generally.
Did you have the
chance of this, him being charged as an adult, or are there any other steps that need to occur before you get to trial?
So, again, what I can tell you is generally with respect to how juvenile cases may proceed based on the law, and RSA 169B24 provides for the certification of a juvenile as an adult. There are a number of different factors the court is to consider if they're asked to do that. 8 non-exclusive factors under that statute that the court considers in making a determination as to whether or not someone can be certified and tried, therefore, as an adult. Should that happen, again, in any matter where a juvenile is certified as an adult, proceedings continue then in Superior Court if the Superior Court makes a determination to accept the case, and then that's public like any other pending matter in Superior Court.
Is trying this person as an adult an option that you as prosecutors have a chance to move for or ask the court for, or is it totally up to the court's discretion?
So the statute allows for the parties for the state to petition for that certification as an adult, and ultimately it's a determination made by the court.
Will you be petitioning for it?
I can't comment on that.
And have you found the gun used?
I can't comment on that either.
Age of the boy?
That's not information I can provide you based on the laws. Thank you all very much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.